me lately, okay? So don't get me wrong, including me lately. How much we constantly talk about how difficult life is, and we always complain and always this and always that. And I am in an area here where, Florida obviously have these older areas where a lot of people of the older there's one person we have one person above us who is 92, 3 years old, something like that, right? And I see a bunch of people when I go out, even just to go shopping or this and that, and I just watch them constantly going, walking, pushing themselves, and really just clinging on one more day. And it started in 2016 when my father was getting sick, and it was so amazing to me that he lived 88 years. He was in his 89th, basically was getting into that before he passed. But every single day he was fighting so hard for one more breath, for one more sunset or one more sunrise. I mean, in our case, it was more sunset because both him and I are kind of like sunset people, not sunrise. We don't really want to be up that early. But then I see like my mom, my sisters and I have done an incredible job of providing for my mom a really, really, really great life right now, after when we really thought we lost her in 2018. But she just climbed out of it, and she's also like, nothing is ever right, and everything is always this way and that way, and this is not a life to be locked in. At the same time, we keep fighting for it. We keep trying to get one more day. We keep trying to take one more breath. So it's kind of like was getting to me a little bit, because this anger I was talking to you about a couple days ago, it has some really deep tentacles apparently inside me, and it's not wanting to go away. And it's like telling me that I don't know how much more life I am. I'm only 51, so based on the rule of numbers, I should have a lot more to go. At the same time, it's like I feel so full of life right now. I feel so full of wanting to do things. I mean, my golf game was fantastic just 2 months ago, right? And I was so looking forward to the championship this year, and I may not even be able to play it. And then the New Jersey State Olympics again, if they are playing it, and I may not be able to play it because of the life circumstances, and not just because of COVID, but because of other life circumstances. So there's so many things that right now we don't have, that we are so used to having, that I feel like that anger that seems to be pent up nowadays and more in people is not just about what we lost already, it's just what we don't get to do and what we are losing in the process of not doing those things. So I'm feeling that the life that we are clinging on to so much, that life that we want to live, we just can't live that life. So my feeling right now is somehow, and I just work with me on this one, because I'm just trying to figure this out. There is a bunch of things that I figure out. I already tell you what my answers are. Ooh, nice hairdo. I'm gonna try to have that done. But this one I couldn't really figure out, and I am happy to hear your opinion about this, that I feel that there is this inner desire to live. There is this inner desire for us to not just to complete our journey, but to live our journey. That was completely stopped right now. And for me, it stopped even more. And how can we overcome this anger that is building up and building up and building up in us because we don't get to live the life that I see all the elderly around me are still clinging into? So they're inside of us. We know that this life is actually really, really fun, and it's really worth doing and living and experiencing, but we just don't really get to have the gratitude maybe, or the sense of fulfillment about it right now. I don't know what's missing, but something is missing. So I knew that it's going to be a rambling. I was trying to tell you the last couple of days that I have something that's brewing inside me, and I haven't found the answers yet, but I will, and with your help, I definitely will. But there is this incoherence for me, that in one hand, I'm like, oh God, I just had enough of this whole, sugar. I am just tired of it. And at the same time, we are still clinging on to it. And when we don't get to live the life that we want to live, then we get really upset about it. So somewhere, if we could bring some calmness into this mix of knowing that we want to live this life, if we could just start complaining less about the issues and the life that we have. Maybe if we could, and this is what I was doing today actually, and yesterday too, a bunch of times, and I had a couple minutes for myself, I would literally go into a gratitude meditation, because I was feeling that I think I'm losing sight of what I have. And I feel that all this anger that I feel with people, when I go shopping, the grocery shopping or anywhere else, and I feel this pent up, even on the road, I feel this anger with people, that I think we really, really lost sight of how beautiful life is, even though we have the challenges. And I think we really lost sight of all the many, 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 many things that we should be and could be grateful for. So this is my angle that I'm coming in. If you have any other answers to this, just feel free. I love the conversations that you all had with me lately, because I have people joining in these shows now, in these lives that I don't even remember having as friends, and I'm so happy that you all are. But I'm trying to figure out, why are we so clinging onto life? And again, watching this with the elder population, that people clinging onto life, and at the same time, we are cursing life out. We are talking about and constantly complaining about it. So somewhere, how could they find that balance? And my potential solution that I've been working with is to just maybe have that, literally the gratitude journal that I used to kind of poo-poo about 10 years ago. I think it's a great thing. I think that's something that, to get up in the morning and just a little bit go through that. What are the top 5 things that I'm so grateful for today that I still have? And that's basically what my message for today is, that seems to calm me down the last couple of days. Everything kind of like came together, that I'm not going to have my own quote unquote life for many, many months, probably going forward. And not just because of the lockdown, it's because of the other things as well that I shared with you the last couple of weeks with healthcare situation. And how am I going to keep that positive mindset going forward, and the love of life that I have? So anybody has ideas, feel free to, okay, let's see, how about visualizing the anger dissipating? Yes, I'm gonna, Rich, anything that we can offer to each other. Rich is, by the way, is a phenomenal human being. You should check out what he does with the veterans. And I have been sharing a bunch of things for you guys. We are all coming together to help each other. And, there are millions of different tools. So for some of us, this works. For some of us, the other works. And I am going to do that. Kind of changing the energy around, like if you feel, it's almost like if you feel the anger, just to see what's the other thing that you would want to feel, and kind of change that energy from that negative to that positive. So that's a little bit of the inner reconciliation, which my good friend have taught me a long time ago. So let's try to do that. But for now, I don't know. It's maybe a totally common sense thing, and you guys are looking at me saying that, how is she still thinking about it? But that's it just hit me how much we really want to hold on to that same exact life that we constantly curse at and constantly complain about. So it was just one of those things that just kind of hit me. So, and I'm seeing that with with my husband too, is that we are in paradise compared to many of you are. So I feel so I'm not sorry because it's not my thing, but I'm not happy for that. But we have paradise here, and people are still getting out of their mind and honking at each other on an island. We are going on an island with the car, and no, I was not on live yet. This was this morning, and people are honking at each other, and we go like 40 miles per hour, and somebody passes you in 60 miles per hour in like a 35 zone. So it's just people have so much pent up anger about this not being able to live the life. It's incredible. So let's work on this for a while. I'm suggesting the gratitude journal a bit, and I know I totally poo-pooed that 10 years ago, but I'm telling you now, every morning before I even open my eyes, I have the 10-15 minutes of a quick meditation on what I am grateful for. And for me, obviously my family is always in there, and without my sisters, and I would be nobody without them. So these are the things that we really need to pay attention to. So this is my rambling for today. This is what I'm grappling with apparently the last 3, 4, 5 days, and I will get the answer, and with your help we all get the answer. All right, everyone, thank you for the ideas, and I am going to do that visualization, Rachel, all right? And in the meantime, do your gratitudes, because it really does make a difference of how we feel. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and I will let you know what's chapter 25 of my anger issues, which I honestly never thought how deep those tentacles can be in that feeling. So again, thank you, and then we'll go into it tomorrow a little bit more. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.